This is I mention this a lot when I trade and when I'm doing these videos. I mention why you should not be upset if you're wrong a lot of times. It doesn't really matter whether you're right more than you're wrong or you're wrong more than you're right. That's not what matters. If you are a bad trader, let's say you're wrong a lot. Let's say you just have every day is just a bad day. You're just wrong 5 times and you're right maybe once. It's okay. You can still be profitable. So I made this quick Excel sheet over here just to show you. So let's say you're wrong, right? Let's say you're wrong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And let's say you're right maybe once. Okay. Okay, that means that you're wrong 11 times and you're right once for the day. Okay. And let's say that you can still be profitable. Um, you better your strategy better be you better take advantage of a big move in the market. You're not really gonna be profitable in a choppy market, because here you're looking for big moves. Let's do 10 just to make it simple. You're looking for big moves, 9, right? So you're right only 10% of the time. We could do 11. I just want to keep it at 10%. I like round numbers. We like round numbers here in the markets. So now here, okay, let's say your strategy says you're only going to be right once. You're going to be wrong 10 times, which means you're going to be right 9 times, which means you're only going to be right 10% of the time. Okay, so in this case, in this strategy, I'm going to make sure, okay, that I'm only risking a small amount, correct? And I'm going to make sure that whatever high amount I'm gonna take advantage of, it's gonna engulf this amount. That's a candlestick term, keeping it Wall Street. It's gonna engulf this amount and then still give me positive profits here. For example, if my losses are, I'm gonna make sure that my losses are, I can handle my losses. I can handle 10 losses in a row. Maybe 15 losses in a row, and still be profitable, because you never know. There's that black swan just flying over us. So let's say in this case, what I would do, what I would personally do, I would look for a system and where I will risk no more than, let's say, 2 ticks, right? So 2 ticks is $24. Okay, and let's do, boom, this is a bad day for you right here. Okay, just two ticks, 25, it's 12.50, right? This is a bad day for you here. Plus, let's not forget commission, right? And it's about, I think it's about $4 round trip for me, maybe 5. Let's do that. It's $45. This is a bad day for anyone to take if this is your strategy. I don't recommend this strategy for anyone to be wrong, 90% of the time. But let's say this is your strategy. Now, you need to look for large swings in the market, which happen on a daily basis. It really happens. You just have to be able to identify those swings in the market. So what do you need? You need to make $270. Okay, so I'm gonna do this here so you can see how I arrive at these numbers, right? So equals 270 divided by, well, 275, because your 10th trade is going to be another 10 bucks, divided by 12.5. Oops. 12.5 divided by 275. Well, whatever. That's not going to work. But anyways, the one time you're right The one time that you're right, uh, you have to. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Ticks. I got a little distracted because on my other screen, I'm looking at the market and it's going crazy. But your loss, your stop loss is going to be 2 ticks. Okay. So how many ticks do you need to get to 270? Right. So 270, 275, 275 divided by 12.5 equals 275. Okay, you need 22 ticks, right? And it's 4 ticks, okay? So equals 22 divided by 4, okay? 5.5 points. So you need 5.5 points a trade, so 5.5 points in order to win, okay? And at 5.5 points, you're at 275. Now, you're not going to go for this. You want to go for more. Maybe a 7-point move, 7-point move, right? Or maybe a 7-point, maybe, because you need to cover, because you may be wrong. You may be wrong maybe 11 times. So you need a little bit of wiggle room in case you're having a really bad day. So I would say maybe 6 points, right? Let's go for 6 points. So 6 equals 6 times 12 point. No, 6 times 4 times 12 point. Here, $300. So you need 6 points. Okay? So you need, your gain should be 6 points. Okay? And your loss will be, you will be up $30, okay, for the day. And you're gonna be, typically you're gonna be down 270 for the day. So now you're saying $30 is not a lot. I agree. It's not a lot of money to take all this risk and to pay all this commission, right? But we're dealing with a terrible case of a bad strategy here. I would personally not take the strategy, but there are ways. I'm showing you there are ways to make money. Now a 6-point move, it's not unlikely in the market. The problem is that this is going to retrace down to 2 ticks. It's not just going to go straight up 6 points. It's going to retrace, and it's going to keep taking your stops and taking your stops and taking your stops. So make sure your strategy can take advantage of that every time it retraces. And it doesn't go in one direction without retracing. So, but it's possible. It's possible. I've seen 6-point candles in my time. So, but yeah, a typical strategy. Well, $30. So let's get back to this. So 30. That's with one contract. You're dealing with one contract. In a strategy like this, where you're gonna take these hits, I would say add to your position as you go up, as you go from 1 point maybe to 2 points. So now maybe your position's working 3 points. Maybe scale up in your position and make some money. But I just wanted to show you how it's still possible to make money being right only 10% of the time. My strategies are, I have 2 strategies which are closer to 80% of the time, and that's a strategy. A typical strategy is right about 70 to 80% of the time. Some strategies are right only 40% of the time. I have a strategy that's only right 40% of the time. Okay, at that 40 mark, okay, I'm only right, okay, 25%. it's 33%. I don't know. Something's crazy with these numbers. But I'm only right. Here we go. I'm sorry. Right here. I'm sorry. I should do these videos when market closes, so I don't have to look at it too much. But I'm only right 40% of the time. However, my losses on that strategy, right, are average $40. But my wins, I'm sorry, $60. But my earnings are $225. Okay, on trading. So this is a typical run. Okay, now I'm up $765. Okay, so I can be wrong. I can be right only 40% of the time. Okay, and still come out on top. Okay, this is one of my strategies, and typically I love this strategy because it gets me out right on time. But this is I just wanted to show you an example of why I'm not upset when I lose, because I'm going by probability. I'm trading on probability. And subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and ask me any questions. And I'm sorry for my I'm a little distracted because the market is really choppy today. If you watch my videos earlier today, you'll see that my indicators are going wrong. They've been wrong 4 times now in a row, and something's happening in the market where not this indicator. This is my 40% is actually a trading strategy, but I also trade on indicators, and they're typically right. But today, for some reason, they're firing the wrong way, and I haven't traded. And I'm not going to use the indicators anymore for the day because the market just seems to be extremely strong, and they're firing when they sense that we're going to have a retracement in price. But they're not correct today. They're not acting properly today. But this is actually a strategy. I'm wrong 40% of the time. That's my loss, that's my gain, and I've been doing pretty good for the year. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, leave a like, and let me know any questions that you have over here. I'm willing to do the math for you and help you out. Thanks.